Hello, my last gamer. Welcome to the video. I just wanted to let you know I do have a Discord and a Twitter if you ever want to interact with me or say hi or have a conversation. And if you ever want to catch these videos live, head over to my Twitch and my Kick and come hang out. I sometimes don't talk. That's unfortunately one of my mini quirks. Is my inability to formulate thoughts as my brain focuses in on what I'm doing, and then I just forget to speak. So I'm always up to hang out and chat with anyone that stops by. So hope you enjoyed the video. All right. Is Don Alberto Contiti, head of a mafia family? Take a breath for a minute, my son. I don't even know what fucking accent I'm trying to do. And listen to this old man. My father, Ricardo Cordy, was a great man. And see you later. Yeah. All essentially feared him. His brother Govadi Katiti, 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 Kati, Katai. I can't pronounce things, so butchering Italian names, let's go. Was all just empty talk. A clown who never did anything except write stupid poems, but who do you think is remembered in my homeland now? In my native Miss and Miss, one of the streets named after the poet Gunvidi, and Ricardo was forgotten a few months after his death. I refused to suffer the same fate as my father, so I wrote a book, The Story of My Life. When I finished the novel and gave the manuscript to my grandchildren, those jerks didn't even read a single page. That's when I realized if you want to be remembered in America, you have to make a movie. You have to make a movie. We hired professionals and turned a book into a script, and it turned out just fine. Now I want you to make a film with it. I'm gonna give you $1 million to cover the costs. You'll see this film will make a name for everyone involved. What do you say? Can we help each other? How intriguing! Show me the script at once. The Sicilian Tiger, action detective drama. Protagonist is a hopeless romantic. Once upon a time, in Sicily, there lived a boy named Alberto. His son, Calimbo Coni, the fourth generation mafioso king of thieves known throughout Italy. Alberto had no fondness for his life. Everything was given to him upon a silver platter, like he was a helpless woman. He knew what he wanted to build his own happy life for himself. He would step out of his father's shadow, and make his own dreams come true. He would go to America. Right away. One night, Alberto threw a bunch of grapes in his travel bag and ran from his parents' house. He grabbed an oar carved from an olive tree, jumped into a gondola. Few would dare take such a voyage to America alone, a modest craft, but Alberto was a brave and full of purpose. After a week of sailing, he arrived in New York. He got himself a job at the port, but he wouldn't be a coordinator if he had some sense of adventure. Parent figure. One day, Alberto saw five scoundrels with pistols robbing a guy in the street. Alberto stood up for him, fought off the bandits with his bare hands, and so it happened the poor fellow was no ordinary passerby, but the son of Del Sergio, the mafia boss who controlled half of New York. In gratitude, Sergio took Alberto under his wing and then educated him local customs. Over time, they started trusting him with more delicate tasks. Alberto proved himself strong, courageous, quick-witted, and Sergio often said of Alberto, "It's a pity that my son isn't more like his friend." Love interest. One day at a city dance, Alberto met a girl named Sharsha. My brain blocks up at these words, at these names. Liked her smile, invited her out for dinner. It wasn't until their third date that Alberto learned that Scherzer was the daughter of none other than Benjamin Desmond, the head of the rival family, the one who controlled the other half of New York. But Alberto wasn't afraid of her father. He would not meet her secretly like a schoolboy. He wanted everyone to see that he and her were in love. Desmond quickly learned of his daughter's adventures and became furious. He struck her and growled through his teeth, "You'll marry my business partner, Bancho Kruger, or you will die." At the next mafia meeting, he delivered to his competitor an ultimatum: Sergio, hand him over your pup, Alberto, or you will regret it. Sergio would not betray Alberto. The boy had become even dearer than his own son. Instead, he hid the boy away in an abandoned house at the outskirts of the city. "You must leave this place forever," he said. "Never return." Alberto nodded and briefly gave Sergio a hug goodbye. "Don't worry about Alberto anymore," Sergio said at his next meeting with Desmond. "I've taken care of him." To Desmond replied, "I hope means you killed him. You know, I do people who disappoint me." Alberto couldn't live without his beloved, and they decided to take her with him. He made his way to Desmond's estate and broke into the mansion, where the guards armed with blades, but his fists were all he needed. He freed his beloved, and later the same day Alberto and her were on a train to Mexico. Desmond discovered his daughter had run off with Alberto just as I thought. He hissed, You tricked me. You will have yourself to blame, old man." Late at night, Desmond and 10 of his henchmen surrounded Gail Sergio's house and opened fire with triple-barreled guns. Hail bullets turned the guards into mincemeat and killed the servants, even Sergio's son. But by the time Samuel Sergio himself survived, he managed to grab a gun and killed one of the bandits with a one-aimed shot. The barricade in it and barricaded himself in his bedroom. Desmond ordered the mansion to be burned, and Sergio choked and succumbed to the smoke as the flames engulfed the building. Alberto learned that Del Sergio had been killed. He clenched his fists so tightly that he left bloody marks on his palms. In the evening, Alberto kissed his beloved goodbye and returned to America and got revenge on Desmond. Back in New York, Alberto spoke to the gardener who saw what happened tonight. He compiled a kill list with Desmond's henchmen involved. Alberto went from mobster to the next, taking their lives. He stabbed Fat Slam in the eye with his throwing knives. He plunged a dagger into Skinny Tom's belly. He shot Linky Phil in the head with a pair of revolvers and threw Garrity around a Shorty's whiny neck. Shorty Winnie's neck. Our hero became death itself before the gangsters reached their gun. They were already dead on the floor. No one can compare to Alberto in his position and strength and speed. Alberto made his way to the mafia leader's lair. He found Desmond and he'd taken a hostage. His beloved! The poor girl secretly followed her beloved to New York. Her father put the revolver to his daughter's head. "Surrender, Alberto, or you alone will be blamed for her death." Alberto raised his hands, but in the final moment he pulled the trigger and fired it at the chandelier above Desmond's head. The bullet, an explosion of sparks, ricocheted and hit Desmond right in the temple, and she was saved. Finally surviving, the boss clans came with Alberto an offer. "Senor Corda, you are the one most worthy of the men among us. Be our boss. Let us unite and become stronger than we ever been before." After some thought, Alberto agreed. He united the clans and became the New York City family of the most powerful city of all America. With his beloved became his wife. So you say, impressive, right? We will release the film in 1 year with a prominent actor with the title of the role. Hope to live that long. I'd like to see my film before I leave this world. Please don't disappoint an old man. How many people are actually seeing this? 5%. So I'm going to set up distribution, because then I'm just going to rent out all the rest of the theaters. 5% of 5,000, let's just do it 500. I'm actually gonna hold off on sending out Drinking Man. Now, showing all the signs of dementia, he's constantly figuring the line, everyone's getting tired and unless takes shorten his lines. Why the fuck would I ever pick the other option? Oh, because it wouldn't have the rolling script thing. The ocean breeze, the gleaming luxury cars, the smell of restaurants, the mansions in the hills, this is how people like you and me see Los Angeles. But I remember the other Los Angeles of my youth. Or the smog, I remember the bed bugs that were where me and the wife used to stay. I remember the stinky canned food for breakfast, the lunch and dinner. The people, there's a lot of people out there still living like this. Breaks my heart. There's some other way they could see the city through our eyes. The eyes of the well-fed. There's only one way. City tax on the rich. Then we can pay for the social programs, help feed the poor with food and clothing. Raising taxes is never popular, I know. That's why I'm hoping to maybe get one of your actors to support the initiative. Most actors have no idea how taxes work. They'll believe anything. I get if you easily find 3 actors within 3 months to sign your petition. Just know there's some idealists among us. I'm only gonna wait long enough to get Soundstage level 2. The same time of year, Wild Passion awakens me, a gamble on everything I see. I join all sweepgates and quizzes. I go to all the casinos. Normally, I'm not very good at working these episodes, so I'd like to go on vacation in advance. Could you let me off for 2 months? Sure, why not? Get the fuck out. You make 18 million scandals. Different human resources. If you want 6 grand, I can save 2 grand a month by giving her almost two. Well, like over $1,000 a month, just by giving her medical coverage, extended medical coverage for her and her entire family. $1% of 500. Oh, goodness. Technically, I could run a movie forever in the theaters if I really wanted to. this is a situation we're facing, economic situation in the country. So the theater managers are offering to let people in for free if they can't afford a ticket. The system works like this: if they sh- if they show an unemployment certificate, which they can get at the labor exchange, there's a free seat in the hall. They can watch a film without paying. What do you think? It would support people. You're not losing anything. No one's paying for free seats. I'm not against it. Plus, it's also kind of like free advertising because if the movie is good, or at least okay, that person that got to see it for free would be like, "Oh yeah, I saw this movie." Last weekend, there was a charity near Woodchuck Hotel. They were raising money to save some forest, or was it children? Maybe it was forest children. I can't exactly remember. Don't ask me why they didn't invite us. Christian has long since arranged his protege, Mary Lowe, to represent the film industry. The girl is incredibly talented, but can't hold her liquor. Rather than blowing past the crowd of reporters like normal, the poor thing poured out her soul for 40 minutes. First, she talked about her ex, then how about it was so hard for her to cope with the geese when her parents sent her to live at the farm at the tender age of 7. A loudmouth bird who fished off by throwing mud on competing film studios. Everyone got it, but us especially. I'd rather go back to the rest and carry pig shit back morning than work with those worms. That's what she said. What a hoot would it be if she ate her own words and signed a contract with us? True, she's tied to Grinchbutter for years to come, but there's no tie that can be broken. A simple folder that can seem interested her. I'm not interested. I run mostly a clean business. Oh, that's abysmal. That movie's losing me fucking money. Thomas Levin, head of the Evergreen Movies. Quite a leisurely business meeting in a fine restaurant. That's how I hope that we meet in time, Kim, but under circumstances are delicate. So let's act like old friends and get straight to business. After we catch up, I promise. We'll catch up. I value fair competition. Try not to ruin anyone. Anyone who gets into the business as tough as this one deserves respect, no question. Although, when Arthur is in front of me, I feel like ripping the skin off his smug face. So when he first came to me with an idea of an alliance, I considered throwing the undisciplined leash down the stairs. Damn, I'll be damned, but I suppose I should give him some credit. When all those politicians and loudmouth activists started ganging up on our industry, he was thinking all about us. Maybe for the first time, he wasn't just trying to cover his own wrinkled ass. He realized the only way we stand up to them was together, and he's the only one with enough connections with the influence to unite all of us under one flag. Though I bet you're thinking like me. Better mind your own business and not even get into the whole mess, but We just stand aside while we get eaten. The alliance is going to happen, whether with or without us. The difference is, without us, he'll be running things his way. With us, maybe a voice of reason and decency can drown him out. I'm asking you for your help. Let's support the alliance together and prevent turning into a charade. Pleased to meet you, Mr. Livingston. Thank you for contacting. I see your point. Uh... Alright, I'm gonna get the ability to terminate people. So the interiors. Why can I not accept that fucking... Hopeless romantic is their 8-point factor. The actor in the lead role must be the rising star. Okay. And then Timothy Robinson will be the parental picture. That's rising star or higher of the lead actor. Mm, mm. The 3 or 2, like the movie's just not worth the release. It will never make its money back. Just promised $300,000 for the movie. Nice doing business, like-minded people. I'll allow some alcohol in the studio. Hope your movie helps drive the mayor out of office. Technically, that would be pretty easy to do because they don't fucking make profit. Riots erupted in theater across America. Protesters broke windows, attacked visitors. Over 300 people have been injured, 16 killed. The cause of the riot was the film 601 Skirts, which features 2 friends going to a luxurious ball organized by the governor of California. We can see which often they compete with the most skirts. By the end of the evening, the viewers are outraged by the provocative plot. Precious man, run those Hollywood animals out of the countries. Another one suggested tax the movie makers so much they die. The only way they would understand. Off as the romantic, hopeless romantic. Here's the tribal chief. Oh, dude, he bought one. Get over here. Literally hyper cheap. I cannot just refuse. The heads of larger film studios and its established professional alliance members of the alliance will be joined to regulate rules of the business. You want to pay the membership fee. The person who fights in the armor follows orders. It can be anything from fresh rookie to experienced fighter. You stop fucking around. Mm. Well, it's perfect time. I'm gonna keep it that. The Alliance of America, the higher major film studios in the States have established a professional alliance. Get the Pulitzer Award. Why waste my influence on a vote when I already know is gonna pass? You know what? I'm gonna go anti-business, anti-consumer. Raise the ticket prices! I need them to survive! Well, they're down to 4% of audience. So just throw it down to like almost no theaters. Because then we could just rent out all the other theaters, which won't make profit, but at least it'll make at least some of the cost of the theaters themselves. Bird Soul has lost their way and has gone down a dark path. Get the fuck out. I will also vote 200 plus. Technically, I didn't even need to contribute. They would have run regardless. Red Carpenter. We know each other for years, and you know everything about me. I can be harsh. Yes. I always say what I think, yeah, and yes, for the sake of Los Angeles, I may have done some questionable things. I'll let you in on a little secret. I can get in a subordinate's face when needed. No one can ever say I don't love the city and its people. But those journalists, they don't see a real person. Show a bit of flesh, and like vultures, they peck, peck, peck. They dug up some non-existent mistress in some non-existent mansion in the Honolulu, and those slugs. You and I both know I'm here for you, for the people. I'm going to put it as plain and simple as I can. To get really elected, for a second term, I need money, a lot of money. But there is going a lot in the world, a lot of would-be donors. I have to be selective. Since you're the most worthy among them, I have nominated you to be the first to donate. So what do you say? Would you avail yourself the privilege? I actually have selected this option. Like, yeah, I'll pay in cash. And I'm like, wait a minute. You put a price and be the most worthy. Within 3 months, transfer $100,000. See a billboard smiling face, you'll know that smiles someone the check for $100,000. I knew you were the man of your word. Rest assured, I will rule this city with an iron fist in my second term. I will not let anyone down. From corrupt officials to corrupt police officers, I'll always support the honest businessman and my good friends. I'll fix up issues that may come up. Bye. I just watched Drinking Man, a lovely piece. And Timothy Robbins, what a talent! You can't take your eyes off him. His voice, his expression, his music, movements, everything's just top notch. I'd say he's my favorite actor now. I'd love to talk to him, not just about art. but life in general. I expect them to be intriguing conversations. Could you arrange a meeting for us? I actually love spending time with the devoted family. In 3 months, I'll arrange for you and I to spend the day together. Entire day, I must be dreaming. Don't you dare wake me up. There's a big ass to make an actor like, okay, you have to spend the entire day with the chief of police. The price of that thing. Especially since I'm already very low on cash as it is. It was the best day of my life. Never experienced anything like it. You're a wizard. No. Yeah, I'll pick you up. Oh, 15. Only 15 grand. I love it. Oh, God. This attorney starts led an effort to disperse the homeless camp. Police officers and ordinary volunteers joined forces to clean up the tent city and Skid Row. Regular fixture of Los Angeles crime chronicles. Murder, robbery, regular occurrence compared to the other areas of the city. Richard Stripe spoke out in journalist LA newspaper, making it into a political statement of his career. This place is a festering wound on the city. Our city. Between thieves, corrupt officials, and the mayor's office, turning our beautiful, flourishing Los Angeles into a slum. I will not stand by watching this disgrace in silence. I'll wait and do nothing. I'm choosing to fight, and I'm going to decide to destroy mural races. I'm confident the people of the city will support me. Gotta work on sequels. Zipiogus, a mayor of Diddleman in North Carolina, has lost election yesterday. He's been kicked out of his family home. An investigation by the police. Rich believes his life and career ruined by a filmed drinking man. She says he legally used his image. Now he's demanding compensation for moral damages. There's several similarities. The character corrupted appears in public with his dog, cheats on his wife, suspected contract killings, and taking bribes from the mafia. However, Griffin is threatening to go to court for other reasons. He's especially outraged at the scene where he busts into tears after being punched in the nose. Former mayor believes that the episode alone cost him 10% of his vote because they don't like weaklings and Desmond. I'm not paying you, you fucking jackass. Take me to court for all I care. Mayor! There's a scene where he digs a grave, but he never shovel in his life. Keep shooting until it looks right. I don't know what the fuck happened with this film, but it saved my studio. There's actually a movie drought right here. July 25th. You know what? I actually will take advantage of this little movie drought right here because there's no other movies to compete with me. Mm. Mm. I have so many fucking security agents that actually would harm the fuck out of me. Russian kills 10,000 Americans is a headline in the morning newspaper across the leaked document. Public health service exposed rampant scale poisoning and low quality alcohol. It's believed the number of victims could be many times higher than reported. No end distribution. I'm fine with getting expelled. I don't care. That means I don't have to adhere to the code because I'm not in the alliance. So once they constrict themselves, I can just keep, releasing movies that go against the code. Until never take their eyes off the screen. Now I can die. I'm really hoping for big. The Sicilian Tiger, makes me lots of money. And it was a fucking bomb. So my gamble of, oh, there's nothing else playing didn't pay off. Okay, I'm gonna take a minute. I'm gonna search up when H-Man comes on by, because it's the only way the studio is surviving. Thank you for stopping by and watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a subscription, leave a comment, a like. Maybe head over to my Twitch and Kick and follow me there and say hi. I hope you have a great, wonderful rest of your day.
The night is young, but it feels so old. A story written, yet never told. The mask is heavy, the air is thin. The game begins, but no one wins. Oh, it shines like